What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the video and welcome back to the tech channel. Today we're going to be talking about the H18Vs. Now, I've been rocking these headsets for about 2 weeks now, and I gotta say, these are my favorite ones so far. Now, if you watched the last video, I unboxed and reviewed these headsets. I don't exactly remember the number in the name right now, but they are by Fifines as well. And I said some things about this one that I wasn't really a huge fan of. Mainly it being only USB supported, so there's no 3.5mm headphone jack. This is something that the new headset does fix, and let's get into it. All right, coming over here to the unboxing table, here is the box itself. Now, I have been using these, so I put these in the box, so don't be too mad at me. We're gonna open these bad boys up. Okay, and then what you get in the box is pretty simple, just a headset and the adapter itself. Once you've thrown the headset, or once you've thrown the box away, here's what you'll have: an open back headset, and also the adapter so you can plug it into your computer. Let's put this to the side and we'll check on that later. Here is the headset. It is a open back design. Now, if y'all don't know what open back is, essentially, you know, most headphones or headsets are closed back. So they essentially insulate or isolate all the voice behind you and around you. And open back lets that noise in, or lets that I guess ambient noise, or it doesn't muffle the, I can't even explain that. I'll put a definition up or something. But yeah, these are open back. There is a microphone included that does go in there. You got the black and purple stitching, and then the adjustable thingy-mabobs right there. Coming down here, my favorite part is the 3.5mm headphone jack. So this is the headset. I'm gonna put it on my head. Now, the beauty about this is when you put it on your head, you can still talk normally, because it's open back. You can still hear everything absolutely normal. I know when you put these on, or even earbuds, you know, you have to like yell because you think that you're talking louder, but you're actually not, because you have to yell to hear yourself. That's not the case with this. They're open back, so they're very comfortable. I mentioned in previous videos that I'm very sensitive when things are touching my head, and this absolutely gets rid of that. So like, I can wear these headsets for hours. And I was once wearing them for so long, I was playing a shooting game and I forgot that I was wearing them because they were so immersive and so comfortable and so light. These are very, very light. Moving on to the adapter itself, the adapter that it comes with, it is USB-A. And I don't know, for whatever reason, these headphones aren't coming with USB-C. Now, I know that, you know, the push for USB-C is pretty big. When you buy a microphone from Fifine, they come with USB-C cables and like USB-A adapters. But for whatever reason, these don't come with USB-C. Now, that doesn't bother me per se, but I know that some people, you know, that is a feature that they're looking for. So if you guys do need USB-C, just keep in mind you may have to get an adapter. All right, moving here to the little box itself, and I'll have some B-roll of this stuff probably. Hopefully. So the box itself has a few controls. So you got your controls for volume. You have your mute button right here. It's just a button. And then you have your audio, up and down audio. And then you just have a clip and then the headphone jack port. Now, theoretically, you can connect any headset to this. So it doesn't have to be the Fifine headset. This is just a nice little audio interface for you to use, you know, any sort of earbud. So it's a two-purpose thing. You're not locked down to that headset. Now, I mentioned in the video before when I reviewed these headsets, really wish I remember the name, but they will be on screen. This one came with a really cool feature that is I call like the game/chat mode. So you can have game audio on one channel and chat like your Discord on the other, and you can listen to those simultaneously. But you can also turn it up and down depending on who you want to hear more, what you prioritize more. So that is a great feature from this headset. But unfortunately, these right here don't have them. So that's not a thing that you can do with these. Before I let you guys go, there are a few things that I do find as negatives for this headset. And not necessarily deal breakers, but something that just kind of annoyed me or concerned me, I guess was a better word. So first off, this cable is very short compared to everything. What's the span? Normal man span, I'm 5'10". So I have like a, I don't know how much span that is, but it's going, you know, I wish I had a more scientific way of measuring, but it's going to about right here. So it's maybe 4-foot cable, 3.5-foot cable. This section of the cable is really short, and this is the important part, 3.5mm M&M headphone jack. So that part is pretty short. If it was connecting to something like an audio interface on the front of my desk, It could be on the far end of, you know, the limits, but I'm sure it could be fine as well. I haven't really tested it out yet, but it does feel a little bit short. The other downside is the cable up here isn't replaceable. It's not disconnectable, which is kind of a bummer. I feel like this headset is more of a prosumer choice, or like a higher end choice for headsets. That is, you know, you're going to be using these a lot, whether you're mixing audio, whether you're recording audio, whether you're gaming. Like, these are going to get abuse, and I would hate for something like a bad cable to ruin these headsets and you just have to get new ones. You know, that's kind of something that I would have loved to see if this was, you know, removable, and you can have a removable cord. That would be absolutely amazing. You could customize the cable, you could change the cable out, because then if you could just change the cable, then it wouldn't matter what size this is, because you could just put whatever size you want. And then lastly, the last thing that I'm going to talk about that I find as a con is the microphone quality. So if you have the microphone plugged in with the included little audio, I guess I would call it an audio interface or audio hub, the audio quality isn't that good. I recorded a whole video on it, and I wasn't impressed. I wish I had known that, because I wouldn't have filmed that video that way. But it was very convenient having a headset on. So if you're talking with the boys, or if you're just doing like video calls, or, you know, just hanging out with the guys on Discord or something, you know, just doing things like that you really don't care about the audio, it's perfectly fine. Absolutely more than enough for that stuff. But I would recommend, if you're filming, probably skip on the mic and just use something like a nicer boom mic. Now, in conclusion, I did mention the things that I really wasn't a huge fan of, but there are a lot of pros that I do love. And if I were to spend my own money, now these items were sent to me by Fifines, so I really appreciate you, Fifine, for sending these out. If I were to choose, I would choose the open backs all day. I've been waiting for these for months. So, you know, I'm in tune with Fifine now, so I check on their website when they have new items, and these were announced a very, very long time ago, and I got my hands on them. So super excited for them. I have daily driven these. They are my pride and joy. I absolutely love them. All right, if you guys did enjoy the video, please comment down below, what headset do you guys use, and are you guys in the market for some fine headphones? I think if these were to break tomorrow, I would definitely go out and spend my own money and buy some new ones. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna go get some B-roll of all this stuff, and bye.